Hello friends, and welcome back to It's Cocktail Time. Friends, today we're going to make a very, very old cocktail. It's called the Sherry Cobbler. Cobblers were created here in America in the 1820s or 1830s. They were created to be a cooling kind of drink, so they're kind of like ancient wine coolers, and they're really, really simple to make. Now, y'all know me by now. I'm not a huge fan of the taste of wine. I typically find wine to be kind of sour to my palate because I have such a horrific sweet tooth. But I thought I would try this because it's been around for a long time. I have a lot of respect for drinks that have endured through the ages, so there's probably a reason why it's still here. Maybe it's something I'm gonna like, maybe it's something you're gonna like. So let's give it a try. It's not hard to make. How do we begin? We begin with our shaker with no ice. And to this, we're gonna add 3 ounces of dry sherry. Now, just to make a note, to be really, really specific here, I'm using Don Benigno Amontillado sherry. This is actually considered medium dry. It's not fully dry. It's the only thing I had in my capacious liquor closet, so I just decided to use it. It's almost completely dry, so I hope it'll work. Anyway, 3 ounces of this into a shaker with no ice. 1 and 2 and 3 and that's a lot of sherry. All right, we're also going to add just a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. And we're going to add 1/2 of an orange wheel. Now, typically when you see fruit in here, you think we're gonna muddle it. We're not gonna muddle it. The technique here is we're gonna add our ice, and we're supposed to really shake this sort of ferociously, and that is supposed to muddle the orange. Okay, I'll try it again. So I'm shaking as ferociously as I can. Do I look ferocious? Okay. That was my cardio for the day, folks. When we are done shaking brutishly, we will strain the cocktail into a Collins glass filled with ice. All right. Now, this drink is garnished with a full orange wheel. And it is supposed to be drunk with a straw. So now we try the Sherry Cobbler. Now, to my palate, it's definitely better than drinking just plain old sherry because it is not quite as sour as I tend to find wines and things like wine. And by the way, let's talk about sherry for a minute. Sherry is a form of fortified wine, so it's got things added to it to increase its shelf life, so it'll sit around without going bad. Sherry is only created in one area. Let's see if I have this name right. The Marca de Jerez, which means, I think, the sherry triangle. And it's usually, for the most part, almost all sherries are made from a single kind of grape called the Palomino. There are a few sweeter sherries that have a different variant of grape, but almost all sherry is made from the Palomino grape, so that's kind of cool, you know, for consistency's sake. Anyway, when I'm tasting this, I'm still tasting the rich yet sour flavor that my palate associates with wine and wine-related alcohol, but the little bit of simple syrup plus the addition of that muddled half orange definitely make a difference. Definitely, you can taste both of those, and that's kind of interesting. You didn't put a lot into this. I mean, 3 ounces of sherry plus just a little bit of orange and a little bit of simple syrup, but it does make a difference. You know, it's better to my palate than just drinking a straight sherry. I still don't love it, but if you are a fan of wine coolers and or a fan of sherry, you should definitely try this because it just adds a slight difference in flavor. It definitely is refreshing and cooling. I completely see why people in the 1820s and 1830s were drinking this and made it so popular. I think that it's good for what it is. It doesn't really appeal to me personally, but I would recommend this to you if you're a fan of wine, as most people in the world besides me are. I think it's worth a try and so easy to make. Drink up, enjoy.